I love a new year, a new beginning, when the calendar empowers you to redefine your possibilities. My 2017, despite a number of running injuries and constant anxiety, was overall pretty damn incredible. In addition to picking up and moving our lives to one of the most incredible regions on Earth, I was fortunate enough to travel to countless new destinations, meet incredible members of the community, run through new forests, and see sights I'd never experienced before. Times of quiet reflection were punctuated by weeks of travel chaos and adventure. While I raced very little, I accomplished more than I thought possible. Now, into 2018, it's time to set some new goals and see what else is possible.
I love the Northwest. I love it. Happy 2018, everybody. Hope you're having a great new year. Kim and I are in the midst of a 15-mile run here on some local trails on a local mountain. We're about 2.5 miles into it, but we have about 1,000 feet of gain already. Every year, I like the first video that I post to the channel to be a goals and aspirations video where I get to put all my yearly goals out there to the public, to the world. So I hold myself accountable, you guys hold me accountable, and it's also an opportunity for you to post your goals and hold yourself accountable. So this year, in addition to showing you the beautiful lush Pacific Northwest, I thought we'd do two things: go over last year's goals, see how we did, and give you my list of goals for this year. I always like to mix it up, come up with goals that are tangible, you can actually see if you've accomplished them. And this year I've also thrown in some goals, a bit more mental, self-reflective, internal, but we'll talk to those when we get to them. Oh, we're actually at a flat section here. So before we get to the top, let's go over last year's goals and let's see how I did. Goal number 1 was and always has been to stay healthy. Last year, big old fail. I got injured days after posting the video, popped my adductor, kept my right leg from moving in any healthy manner whatsoever, decimated my early year running. It was a big old fat fail. In addition to the physical injury, I dealt with anxiety all year. And what sucked is that it was triggered by my running. So I had a really difficult time getting out and logging long miles on the trails. My mind wouldn't let me do it. First goal of last year, failed it. Goal number 2, run more road races. I'm happy to say that my first race back from the injury was the Seattle Half Marathon. So I did run a road race, and all the other races I ran that year were shorter trail races. So I'll call it a 13.1% victory. I'm also sorry about the huffing and puffing. It's a steep climb. I don't know why I'm choosing to film during it. So YouTube will most likely flag this video for inappropriate breathing. Goal number 3 last year was to create 2 long-form videos. Success. Really happy with how things turned out. Not only did I get to create a movie called A Decade On, following Brian Morrison, I got to complete Where Dreams Go to Die, the movie following Gary Robbins at the Barkley Marathons. So that I'm extremely happy with and stoked to say complete. Goal number 4 was to go on tour with said projects. I doubled up. Not only was I fortunate enough to tour the Southeast with Brian Morrison and his movie, Gary and I got to tour across North America to sold out crowds. Fantastic experience. That is not only complete, it's double complete. How you doing, baby? Hanging in?
Hanging in.
Goal number 5 was to move and find office space. Happy to say that we moved. We relocated from Los Angeles to Seattle. Best decision ever. Right, Kim?
Yes.
As far as office space, yeah, we can't afford that. So we're dealing with having the office still inside our house, but who knows, maybe this year? Goal number 6, 4 new pieces of gear. I think we did that. We had GR-VR. We had Ginger Miss. There's a couple of things that we did release last year, so I am happy with what we did. This year I'd like to do more cool items, but I'm happy with where we were last year. I'll call that complete. 7, consistency, and that's both with videos and uploads, as well as training and mileage. Despite the injury, I did manage to get a decent amount of mileage each week, keeping myself healthy. And video upload-wise, we had at least 2 videos uploaded each week. The weeks where I was traveling and doing Ginger Bits was much more. Very happy with this outcome. Complete. And my final goal of 2017 was to disconnect, really check out, enjoy my time away from social media. And there were periods of time where I got to do that. I'll be honest, could have used a lot more. So I'll call this kind of complete. And that's it for 2017. Pretty pleased, despite having a terrible year, both mentally and physically. Creatively, I'm happy. And honestly, just moving out of LA was such an awesome thing. Oh man, this climb does not end. Okay, so let's talk about my goals for 2018. I like to keep them realistic, challenging, but something I can reflect on a year from now and have hopefully accomplished. So this is where we're going, Poo-Poo Point, which is that way. Goal number 1, run a sanctioned ultra marathon at some point this year. So last year I was unable to do this. My body and my mind didn't allow me to run any. I did manage an unsanctioned ultra late in the year. Kim and I just kind of planned a route, but this year I'm already signed up for chucking at 50K. And I hope that will be a sign of great things to come racing-wise for the year. Seems totally doable. Goal number 2, run an unsanctioned ultra at some point during the year. So for me, that just means running over 26.2 miles. I get to pick the route. It can be an adventure, it can be around town. I have a couple of ideas, but one thing I learned last year is that I cannot allow a race resume to define me or who I am as an athlete. Just because I didn't run a 100-miler last year doesn't mean I'm not capable of running 100 miles. It also doesn't mean I'm a terrible runner. So for 2018, goals 1 and 2 will be fun, enjoyable, and will allow me to continue to have fun in this sport that has given me so much joy over the years. Love this downhill. Goal number 3, prioritize home. In 2017, I got to travel more than I've ever traveled any other year of my life. Not only touring the Southeast United States, but across Canada and the US as well. I'm so fortunate to have that opportunity. It also helped me recognize that we moved and now live in one of the most beautiful places on earth. So, as much as I love traveling, I want to explore Washington, the mountains here on a deeper, more profound level. So I want to prioritize experiences and adventures here in this wonderful, lush landscape we call home. Goal number 4. This one I'm excited about, and I already know I can accomplish it. Release a new album. Many of you know, some of you might not. I produce all the music for all of my videos. Every couple of years, I get the opportunity to release an album. This year, I have a lot of music that is unreleased. I'm going to be creating more, so what better opportunity and time to release a new album? Oh, I'm so excited. Goal number 5, finish the Behind the Run series. If you remember, I released an episode of Behind the Run featuring my dear friend Yacinda Boone last year. I'm very proud of it, and the idea is that it's a longer series. So this year, I'd love to focus on that. Complete a long series of episodes following many athletes of all abilities from elite to back of the pack. So I look forward to being able to share their stories. Could be 10 episodes, could be 12 episodes, regardless. It'll feature a different athlete every episode, and will hopefully continue to inspire you and me. It got cold, so we had to put our jackets on. Okay, number 6, innovate. One thing I think that's great about the platform and what we've done in this channel in the last 6 years is always push the boundaries of what's possible. We do a live podcast every Monday where the audience can interact with our guests. We've been able to document different races and racers in new and innovative and creative ways. So for 2018, I'd like to continue to push that and try something new, whether that's new gear or new technology or a new creative way of documenting. I want to push the envelope a little bit. I'm excited. Number 7, care less. Someone once told me that perfection is the enemy of great. And last year I had a lot of trouble spending too much time on projects, and what I'd love to do is focus less on that, more on the creative process, more on just being able to create and put out new content, new fun stuff. I'm also referring to caring less about the numbers, views, subscribers, likes. It is so easy to get caught up in that game. And unfortunately, none of the algorithms benefit us. None of the platforms are there with our best interests. So I think for our own happiness, it's important to care less and focus more on the fun. And finally, as we chug uphill, number 8, disconnect. It was my number 8 last year, and I think it's vital for happiness. Putting the phones down, unplugging from social media, engaging with your environment, who you're with, and what you're doing, and that includes right now holding a camera. The irony is not lost on me. So for 2018, I look forward to disconnecting from time to time and focusing again on the good stuff, the people and things that make me happy. So that, my friends, is it for my 2018 goals. I would love to hear your goals in the comments of this video. Let me know, put it out there so we can all hold each other accountable. Do you have running goals? Do you have creative goals? Do you have physical or mental goals? Let me know. I'm excited about this new year. I hope you are as well. Kim and I are nearing completion of our 15-mile run. No pain, no gain, right, babe? And with that, Happy New Year. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.